These outdoor scenes would also play a role in revealing Sam's character, putting him into various unpleasant situations, some involving suffering of people and animals, and showing his reactions to it all. Perhaps in some cases it would be up to the player to decide what Sam does. The point will be that by the time Sam returns to the house, all those players not agreeing or not necessarily so with these ethical views, and thus who would probably think of Sam as an evil person after finding out about the annihilators in the house and else, after spending time in these outdoor scenes, would or should realize that Sam is an extremely kind-hearted person after all and has the best intentions. So it would be quite a challenge for us to get all these players to more or less relate to Sam, and that job would need to be done successfully during this first on Earth setting. You can go here. Unquestionably, such players would be shocked when they figure out for the first time that Sam wants to blow up the Earth, and after that happens, the game would need to give them a good enough reason or reasons to continue on playing. The scene as the other large one is quite empty of people, animals and else now, but would be full of them, full of activity basically every step of the way. The city ambience sound effect has its volume down so you can hear me. Most of the trees are just silhouettes and would be painted and animated much like this bush here. If you wait long enough here, or you happen to be here at the right moment as I will be, you would see a train passing by. It's work in progress. It's a railway cross intersection basically, though rare do exist. To the right on this other side of the railway is the building where the old man lives, third floor I believe. You would be headed there. The lighting here is mixed. We have a real light source for the sun while all the shadows are sprites. There would be these small groups of pigeons here and there eating on the ground, and if you run straight into one they would fly off and land on higher spots nearby, only to return shortly after you leave. There is this underpass here. There will be homeless people in these other outdoor scenes as well. Some would be down here. Each of the two larger outdoor scenes, has three background layers or background scenes. In this one we have the overpass as the first, the tunnel along with these hills and else as the second, and these distant residential buildings above it as the third layer. Each would be just as rich in animations or activity as the foreground scenes. There would be various military vehicles in the sky and on the streets, some here on the overpass passing by, along some civilian vehicles and citizens themselves. Upon returning inside the house, if you step out on the library's balcony, you would see chaos here outside, hearable from the inside, as the global war against the Red Beings had started. On each kiosk you would be able to see main pages of some newspapers and magazines in higher resolution as optional objectives and receive details on the backstory. There will be lots of people on this side of the scene, each NPC much like the TV sets, with his or her own unique looped animation and a triggerable one played once only, be it direct dialogue with Sam or just them commenting on something as you pass by them. There would be a variety of reactions from citizens to the invasion of the Red Beings. So we would have two extremes. Some people would be on the edge, essentially, consumed by the fear, but there would also be those who are joyous by what's happening, who think the Red Beings have come to save humanity and such. And then we would have all those in between. But the majority of citizens would feel worried. We have some homeless people here chilling and listening to news.
Nastavljamo sa glavnom veštu dana, objekat nepoznatog porekla koji se oko 12...
So if you would enter the building, maybe call the old man via the intercom first. And once inside, you would take the elevator or staircase up to the floor where the apartment is. The staircase would also be filled with activity, so much so that you'd have to wait a while for the elevator to be available. I'll just call the elevator, I won't go inside it.
Nastavljamo sa glavnom vešću dana. Objekat nepoznatog porekla koji se...
Radi objekt vanzemaljskog porekla. Pokušaj komunikacije cekorom biti izveden.
So on your way back to the house, you'd see Obi here somewhere, and he would see you and run away to the left to the other outdoor scene, and you'd have to go get him.